Hey, we're SHAED, and we're hanging out with Rob on Front Row Live.
I know you guys have been like together for a long time, like friends. The band is fairly recent, but even though it's been like such a short time for the band, it seems like Photo Finish like really jumped onto you guys, like from the beginning. How did that really happen for you guys?
We put a song out on SoundCloud like in March, and then Matt Galley, who's like the president over at that label, heard it and reached out, and we just like went up there and played a show and met their whole team and just like fell in love with them. They're really awesome people.
It seems so easy.
It was really easy.
I know, yeah, it was very quick. We became SHAED in March of last year, and I mean, truly, like, signed with Photo Finish in June. So it was really fast, and it's been an amazing ride, and
What has that been like, going from like just starting that band to being a signed artist and like being able to tour with like other major acts as well?
I mean, we feel super lucky that, you know, we were able to sign with this great label, and it's been just having like a team that believes in you and can back you up and help you get on tours and all that is just such a huge help. So
yeah,
it's really nice.
Now you guys dropped the EP back in September. Just want to see, right?
Yeah.
6 tracks on that record. Why were these 6 tracks so like special for you guys that you guys wanted the world to hear those for the first time? Like, hey, this is SHAED, so listen to my tracks.
they were like our babies. I mean, we had been writing for a little bit together, and those just felt like really incredible songs to start out with and to jump off with, and really had a special place in our hearts. So, yeah.
And I know you guys have been like touring those songs on this tour and the previous tour, and it's still, you know, it's still relatively fresh. But I'm sure like these kind of experiences have like introduced new lyrics for you guys, maybe like debut album for you guys. What has this tour experience like done for you guys as far as like writing new material?
Well, we had like a bunch of new ideas that we were working on before we went on tour, and we wanted to incorporate some new songs for fans and to play out. So like playing these songs like every night has really like reaffirmed like our belief in our new material, and has been awesome just to kind of flesh out the songs on the road. Yeah.
And as you guys are writing new material, especially on the road, like, do you guys see yourself progressing maybe your writing style, the way that you guys write, not just lyrics, but even just like the melodies, the instrumentation?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like, this is our second tour, and just being able to see all these different cities and new people and new, you know, environments, it really is inspiring, and hopefully we can channel that, you know, when we continue to work on new music for the album.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, when you guys are performing the EP, what songs do you guys see them like really like enjoying the most on your set list?
I think it's Just Wanna See always gets a really good response, and also Name on it, because it's a little bit funkier and a little bit more groovy. So I think that those 2 songs are like really, the fans really like those. Yeah.
Now, if I were to go into the studio with you guys, like, what's that? What am I gonna experience? Like, what's that gonna be like?
The weirdest thing ever.
Weird. It's cool. I mean, we're like super close. Like, we live together. Like, our studio is just like, you know, us 3 in a room with like some synthesizers and stuff. So we try to just like keep it fresh, and we'll like set a microphone and up in the middle of the room and like turn off the lights and like dance around and like try to like come up with melodies. So it gets weird, but
sounds like a party.
It's fun. Yeah, really fun.
It is. It's always interesting, you know. So, yeah, and it's nice because our studio is portable, so we actually brought it with us on this tour. So, you know, we've been able to like bring it in the hotel room and track some vocals and some stuff like that. So that's pretty nice.
So when you guys went in to record the EP, like, did you guys work with a specific producer? Did you guys go to a specific studio? That was like all in-house with you guys?
Yeah, that was all us.
That was all us. Yeah.
Yeah, Max and I like produced the music, and obviously Chelsea sings. It's not us. And but we had this guy Neil Avron mix the album for us, which was nice. Yeah. He brought some good life into the tracks, so that was really cool being able to work with him.
Yeah.
The 21 Pilots mixed that, and like, for people that don't know. Yeah, he's great.
That's a great like first producer to work with.
Definitely,
for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
How did you guys learn to record your own music though?
Just like messing around. We started out in like GarageBand, and then it was like Pro Tools for a little bit, and then Ableton Live. Like we kind of, so we've just been trying to get better at that, and like trying to learn from other people, and
Chelsea's pretty good with GarageBand.
No, I'm not. He keeps telling people this, and I'm really not. They're like tech kings, and so they will like pick up a new skill very fast, and spend like all night in the dark, like just working on tracks and stuff. So they have a really good grasp of that whole thing.
Chelsea needs her sleep.
Yeah,
so she's not up all night. She really needs her sleep.
Yeah, but she really needs her sleep. But yeah, so it was a really great and easy recording process because we could kind of do it on our own time and be flexible with it, and so I think that was a really nice thing for us.
Yeah. So Neil Avron, like, how did he challenge you guys in the studio? What were some of like those challenges that you guys individually faced? So
with Neil, we kind of finished producing the whole thing ourselves, and then we sent him kind of like stems of like stuff that we'd done. Okay. So it was a really cool process. We would send him, our tracks, and then he would like do like a mix on it and then send it back, and we'd tell him like what we weren't feeling or like what we wanted to change. But it was like pretty seamless, and we loved working with him. He's really awesome. Yeah.
It was very easy, a really easy process, and especially being so far away from somebody who's working on your music, it's can be difficult, but it was great.
He's the best. I mean, he's a professional. He did a really good job. So, yeah.
Now, Chelsea, with your vocals, like, how did you go about with your vocals on this EP? A lot of sleep.
A lot of sleep. Yeah, I guess we just kind of I don't know, when the moment was right, we recorded vocals, and
Chelsea, I guess, like, yeah, I mean, that's the beauty of having your own studio, is you can just record whenever. Yeah. But I think, like, for the EP, Chelsea, what were some things you did? You had like drinking a lot of
tea, I guess.
Drinking a lot of tea.
Could never sing when I was hungry, because then I would just turn into a monster. But
grab a Snickers.
Right, exactly. But yeah, just. Again, it's a really easy process because I'm with these guys, and it's so comfortable to be around them. I mean, they're my best friends, so it's not like me being nervous and going into a weird space. It's a really collaborative, really like warm environment. So it's truly really easy. Yeah.
Now, as you guys are performing the EP live, do you guys see like new ways of recording your material for the next record?
That's a good question. Yeah, I mean, since the last EP, we've had the opportunity to do some traveling, and like because our studio is portable, like we had a show in Las Vegas, and we kind of like rented a Airbnb like in Death Valley for like a week, and just kind of like really stripped everything down, and we're writing some material like with just like piano or like a very simple like drum pad or something. So that's kind of something we've been doing differently this round, is kind of stripping stuff down to like very bare bones and then building out from there. So
you guys have experienced 2 tours so far with 2 different artists. What have you guys picked up from being on those separate tours?
I think each tour was amazing, and each tour is very different. Obviously this one's much longer. I think it's just seeing like Bishop or seeing Sam from Marion Hill and seeing like an absolute professional who's just like slaying it on stage. It's really inspiring for us to be able to pick up tips from them and like see how they work, see how they record and write. So I think it's honestly like a really good learning process for us as well.
Yeah. And with these experiences so far, do you guys see yourselves going on your own like headliner? Do you guys think you're ready for that? Like,
that would be amazing.
That's the dream.
Yeah.
I think that's the dream, and I mean, right now we're just really excited to start focusing more on the writing again, because we just had this long tour, and we're just really stoked to get back to writing music and stuff like that. Yeah.
Some new tracks.
Yeah. That'll be sick.
Yeah.
That'll be sick. Now, lastly, like the tracks that we hear are obviously different from when you guys first went into the studio to record them. How many reconstructions did the tracks from the EP go through?
It depended on the song, but some songs kind of like right out the gate, like we kind of were able to like nail it initially, and then other songs like Thunder like went through like a lot of different like changes with like the feel and like the drums, and then we kind of dialed it in. So it just kind of depended on the song.
At one point we'd like recorded Thunder, and then Max and I like stayed up all night and just completely changed it, and Chelsea came in the next day and listened to it and was like, this is trash. You got I mean, it's nice having her perspective, because sometimes we can go down rabbit holes and with the production, and Chelsea has like a really good perspective on the music too. So remember that?
Those fresh sleep ears, you know.
Yeah.
And it's always
That's what it does.
Yeah, you're right.
Do you spend time in the studio with them when they're like
I do,
doing the
do.
material?
I definitely do, and I definitely did for that that EP, and when we've worked on stuff since.
Yeah. Chelsea spends a lot of time though while we're working on music. Like, she's an excellent cook, so it's nice that like sometimes we'll be working on the music and Chelsea will be cooking some food.
Slaving away in my own
Slaving
way,
away.
yeah.
Sounds like a great teamwork.
Yeah.
What else can we expect for you guys? Are you guys gonna focus fully on the album? You guys gonna be going out? I know you guys have a couple like festival shows, right?
Yeah.
We've got Firefly coming up, which is like our first big festival show.
Nice.
Really excited for that. And then we have like Electric Forest and Man Be on the Beach.
Summerfest. So we're very excited about that. But after that kind of month, we're gonna really dive into the writing thing.
And recording, yep.
Yeah.
Getting some new music out.
The EP is awesome, so I can't wait for like a full like album. That's gonna be sick.
so much.
Now, for those that haven't heard of SHAED before, what makes you guys so different from any other artists out there?
Ooh.
It's a tough one, man. I mean, I think like for us, Chelsea's voice is like a big center point. You know, it's like a focal point for us. I think she has like really, sorry Chelsea, put you on the spot. I think she has really like strong vocals, and I think a lot of people like on this tour afterwards, that's like the first thing they say is like we love her voice. So I think that's a big thing. But also in terms of the production, it's kind of like a hybrid between electronic, but also we play like electric guitar and bass and a lot of keyboards and stuff. So I think it's kind of a cool mix of electronic and the real instruments.